So The Queen's Gambit is a breakout hit on Netflix. Beth Harmon is a chess prodigy in the series. It's based on the 1983 novel of the same name, written by Walter Tevis, who lived in Kentucky for some time. And Bert has seen it, Mo has seen it, Davi has seen it, Cassie has seen it. I am in the middle of watching it because one, it's a phenomenal show. It's beautifully written, it's beautifully shot, it's really well done. And it's based in Lexington, Kentucky. And that is where I was born and raised and spent the first 20-some-odd years of my life. And we have fam in Lexington listening on Hot 102.5. So if you are able to weigh in on this, by all means, 1-855-BERT show, because there is one thing noticeably absent from this series, and I didn't know if it was intentional. I didn't know if it was for budget reasons. It's not ruining it for me. I just couldn't help but notice, having been born and raised in Lexington. Why is there no accent?
I did think that. I noticed that too, and I was like, I wonder why they're like taking that out. So
because I know for budget reasons, and the whole being placed, being staged in Lexington, Kentucky, having everybody have a uniform accent, it's difficult, and if somebody does a bad job, it takes you out of it. So I get making it non-regional dialect, which newscasters do all the time. But as I'm watching it, I'm like, nobody has an accent.
Do they make it known in the show that it is in Lexington?
Yes. Oh, my God,
Plenty.
yes. New Circle Road. I mean, so many shout-outs. New Circle Road, Henry Clay High School. When they're talking about the Lexington Herald Leader, which is our local paper, when they're talking about her in other magazines, a prodigy from Lexington, Kentucky. No, it's apparent. It's based in Lexington, Kentucky. I mean, they have to go to Cincinnati to watch a movie, for goodness sake.
There's a whole part where she's dragging her recycling down the driveway to take it out, and her neighbor's looking at her like, oh, there's too many bottles in there, And I was like, I couldn't even get a damn, y'all. I couldn't get no Kentucky accent, not even from the neighbor. So I did notice that, and I guess it's just to make it appease to everyone. I mean...
and that's fine. But I also, in my head, I know that trying to sell this series, they had such a hard time. It took 13 years to get this out there to the masses because they were like, nobody wants to watch a chick play chess. Well, on top of that, nobody wants to watch a country chick play chess because people dub people with Southern accents as stupid. And it makes me wonder if it would be less believable to have a chess player with a slight Southern twang or Southern accent because whenever somebody has one, they're deemed as less intelligent.
That is interesting because that was certainly a calculated move on their part, for sure.
It was.
Yeah, because I was all into the show. Not only did I not think about the accent, I didn't even realize it was in Kentucky. I had no clue. I missed all of that.
But if you're from there, and you're watching, obviously you're going to embrace that, right? But if not, then it's not a big deal to you.
The police cars have Kentucky seals on them. When the foster care, social services has a Kentucky seal on it. So it's, And so as I'm sitting there watching, and again, I'm not taking offense to it. Yeah. I'm just curious as to why that decision was made.
Hey, Elizabeth, good morning. You live in Kentucky. You have an idea here?
Yeah, I was raised in Lexington, and I feel as though Lexington is quote-unquote kind of like the city, a little bit more urban. I know it's not a big city, but I feel as though I hear a lot of the accents that come from the surrounding counties or more of the less urban areas, I guess.
Okay. So Kristen's looking a little miffed by the explanation. What?
No, I'm not miffed.
No?
It's, no. Because Lexington is definitely... It's a city, because people always joke about me growing up in the sticks, and I'm like, I grew up across the street from our state's biggest mall. That's not my upbringing, but there is still a slight accent to the city.
Dolly?
I mean, the Russians, they say everything without giving her the accent. So the Russians are like, oh, she's just some country bumpkin addict from, Kentucky. Like, they say the things, but nobody from Kentucky has the accent. And, like, the Kentucky accent it's a Southern accent. I mean, it's very similar. Yeah, it's very slight. I don't think
unless you go into deep. The outstanding counties. Man, you go from Fayette County and you go 20 minutes south to Jessamine County, and let me tell you, it gets thick.
It has been my experience that there's only one common denominator with anybody from Kentucky and the way they speak is that it's super duper slow.
Yeah. You guys were there for the wedding. You noticed it, right?
Yes. I thought it was just a Bart thing, but then we went to Lexington, and everybody from Kentucky takes their sweet-ass time finishing a sentence.
I thought Kristen was pumping gas into the venue. I was like, am I hearing it slow? Are they talking like that?
Hey, Jessica, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show. Hi.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Good, thank you.
I want to agree with Kristen and y'all that it's ridiculous that they couldn't have Kentucky accents, because it's definitely different than like Georgia Southern. Mm-hmm. But they have so many dang shows that are supposed to be stationed in Georgia or Atlanta or New York, and everybody has the same accent. That just seems lazy that they couldn't get the Kentucky accent.
When you live in the South long enough, you can definitely pick it up. Like, I know a Tennessee accent now from a Georgia accent for sure. Davi.
I think we should take the Queen's Gambit script and Kristen should overdub it. The way it's supposed to sound, y'all.
Yeah. I took your bishop.
I took your bishop.
If only I knew how to play chess.
It's the Bert Show.